Good evening, everyone. This is Frida Owinga from Passion Profit, and this is Founders Conversations. And as you know, this month we have been talking about compelling connections. And I'm really excited because every week I will bring you a founder who will share with you why compelling connections is important. And I'm really excited that today on the show I'm going to be having with me Masila Achola, who is going to tell you why compelling connections is important. But before we get into that, a little background about why Founders Conversations and what will be happening this month. Founders Conversation is conversations that bring you insights and strategies to help you build a thriving business as a founder. And who is a founder? A founder is anybody who is creating a life and work that they absolutely love and enjoy. So a founder is not just creating a business they love or work they love, but a life and work that you enjoy. You need to be enjoying your business, you need to be enjoying your life, and you can create a business that will provide for the lifestyle you want. And that is what these conversations are all about. My name is Frida Owinga, and I'm the founder of Passion Profit in Nairobi, Kenya. This broadcast comes to you live on Facebook every Thursday at 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. And like I said, today we will be looking at compelling connections with Mercy. But before we dive into that, why connect? I often say if you're struggling, you do not have support. You have no business struggling as a founder. You have no business struggling as a business owner. You have no business struggling as anyone. When you're struggling, like that elephant that is trying to climb up the hill on its own, it's a clear sign that you are walking alone. You do not need to walk alone. You can get the advice, the tips, the assistance, the help, the support, and guidance you need to build a thriving business at Passion Profit. And that's why we bring this broadcast to you every Thursday so that you as a founder can get the help you need and you can begin to thrive. So a little bit about compelling connections. There are 5 tips that I share with you to create compelling connections before we dive in with my guest today. Number 1, get clear about what you want. Before you go out looking for connections, you need to get clear about what you want. And oftentimes I find that when you have defined what you want, articulated what you want, then other opinions come in that begin to confuse you. So I say once you've defined what you want, once you're clear about what kind of business you want, what kind of lifestyle you want, own it. And what I mean by own it is take responsibility for that decision. Don't allow other narratives to confuse you, to stop it. If somebody wants to have their business in Rongai and you want to have your business in Riverside, go for it. Don't allow other narratives to confuse you or to deter you from owning what you have decided. Many people are not successful because they have not defined and articulated what they want. They are following every narrative, every trend. So you be the trend. You be the trendsetter by setting the trend instead of following other trends, all right? Get clear about what you want, own it, and then begin to practice deliberate conversation around that. I want to support founders to create a life and work that they absolutely love and enjoy. So I have no business spending time around professionals who are looking to grow their career. No, I'm not here to help you grow your career. I'm here to help you discover your mission and create a lifestyle that you love and enjoy. And I'm not shy about that. I own it. So don't start feeling that you're called to everyone. Be passionate about who you're called to and practice conversations around that. So even if I go into a space where they are professionals, I tell them I can help them turn their passion into profit, whether they're employed or working for themselves. Practice the conversation because oftentimes we keep talking about this thing elevator pitch. So I've dropped it. All right. Because when you're going into an event, you're not going into an elevator. When you're going into an event, you're going to talk with real people and you're a real person. So how will you speak to real people? You can cram your conversation, but for heaven's sake, learn it, practice it, so that when you're speaking to people, you do not sound like a robot. And guess what? You don't have to have one conversation. Have the conversation that when people, at every networking event, and I get so irritated because every networking event you go to, somebody will ask, as we get ready to get started, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us what you do? And then 90% of the people will be shy and refuse to get up and will be looking at their phone. So why did you come? So I say practice conversation. It's okay to be shy, but you need to learn how to speak up, all right? So don't use the excuse that you're an introvert, you're shy, and whatever other label you choose. If you're a business owner, you can practice the conversation you need to be having around other people. And it needs to be a conversation that is clear, that can tell us what you do, why you do it. What is the solution you're providing? I help people turn their passion into profit. I help people generate more leads that they can convert so that they can make the money they need to provide the lifestyle that they want. I practice that, but it is also what I do. So it comes natural to me. So it's okay to practice the conversation. Don't cram it. Let it be what you do. And that's why it's useless to go and copy what your competitor does. All right? What do you do? How do you want to stand out? Write that on a piece of paper. Send it to me in my inbox. Email it to me, and I'll give you feedback when I have time to read it. All right? But anyway, practice conversation. What will you say when the speaker asks, what do you do? What's your name? And what will you say when you're speaking to people one-on-one? Because it needs to be compelling for me to want to speak to you again, or I'll just collect your business card and do nothing. Your business card doesn't talk. Your business card doesn't convince me who you are and what you provide. So it's great to have a business card for me to remember you, but I will always remember what you said and did over and above that business card. So I encourage you to practice conversation that you will have when you're speaking out there to compel people to come to you so that you can provide the service that you believe you are created to provide. And finally, number 4, tap into existing power. Like I showed you the elephant. The elephant is big, strong, and powerful, and he's trying to get up that hill alone. I'll show you the picture again. With all its might, it cannot. And if you look to my right and you see all these people have thrown up this person, all right, do not walk alone. Practice, when I talk about practicing, tap into existing power, pay attention to number 1, what do you want? Number 2, who out there has it and is willing to share it with you? And when you go for networking events, one person that you must, people that you must always meet at the event, decide before you go. You will know who the speaker is. You will know you need to know who the other participants are going to be. You always want to know who is the organizer. Go and speak to them. Don't wait for them to come and speak to you. All right, so don't act like a guest, act like a host. Go around, greet people, but before you ever get there, determine who you want to meet and who are you going to connect with, so that you're not just taking random selfies to post on Selfbook, but you're actually making connections with people that you can actually call later and they'll remember you. So you need to tap into existing power. What do I mean by that? As a speaker, when I go for an event, I always want to know, let's say I go for a networking event, I want to know who is the organizer. They need to know me, and they need to know that I speak to business people and what I speak to them about. I'm the shyest person on the face of the earth, but I've practiced that conversation and I put myself out there. If you're going to stand out, you must be compelling. You need to stand out. You have no time being shy, blending in with everybody else. So standing out is your responsibility. Stop waiting for people to call you out. You put yourself out there. And if you speak Swahili, I often say, Kimbele mbele, huenda mbele. So be a Kimbele mbele and go mbele. And finally, ask for help. Don't be like that elephant trying to climb the mountain by itself. Ask for help that you need. And help is not always free. Get a mentor, get a coach, get a buddy, get the help you need, and be willing to invest for the help you need. Stop waiting for people to always give you things for free. Wanting something for nothing is the surest way to stay stuck. All right. If you want to stand out and be compelling, be willing to ask for help and be willing to invest for it. The more you invest, the better you get. So I'm gonna invite my friend here in a little bit to speak to us about compelling connections. And tonight I have Mercy. Mercy, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, Frida, I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic.
How are you?
I'm very well, Mercy. Mercy is a compelling connection. I met Mercy. Now, is it 3 years since we met, Mercy?
I've even lost count, Frida. But
It's
yes, I
been
think
a
it's
while. I met Mercy when Mercy lived in Dubai, and I've always had a dream to take business owners to Dubai. And Mercy, we're going to make that dream come to pass. All right?
it will come to pass. It shall
Thank you.
come to pass.
All
Yes.
right. So Mercy's passion is to connect people and businesses to realize their full potential for customer delivery and to grow their market footprint. So if you want to be a global champion, Mercy is somebody you need to know. She's the founder and executive of Value Connect, a management consultancy based in Dubai and recently incorporated in Kenya. Value addition is key to Value Connect service delivery, and importantly, they commit to creating sustainable linkages. So if you desire to link with other organizations beyond Nairobi, beyond Kenya, Mercy is the person that you want to start speaking to. And when you're creating a compelling connection, be patient, be clear about what you want. Many people call me and say, okay, I saw you on Facebook. I hear you help business owners. I say, yes, I do. How can I help you? I wanted to find out more about your program. Which one? Learn to be articulate in what you want. Articulate your help. It's like going to the doctor. When you come to me and you tell me you need my help and you don't know what help you need, I can't help you. I'm not a magician. It's like going to the doctor and telling the doctor, oh, Mr. Doctor, I heard you're a doctor. Here I am. Would you help me to feel better? The doctor will ask you, where are you feeling pain? The doctor will ask you different questions. Sometimes I start asking people questions that they get offended. But it is not my time. This is Mercy's time for compelling connections. And I'm just preparing the ground for Mercy so that if you look out for Mercy, please articulate what help you need in connecting and see if Value Connect can help you. And if they can, they will tell you. So we're going to jump right in. Mercy, greet everyone. Tell us with your own mouth who you are. And we're going to jump right into the conversation. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Frida, and good evening, everyone. I think, Frida, you've done a very good job at introducing me. As you've said, yes, I have a passion to connect, not just connecting people, but people and their businesses.
Okay.
It's something that I found a few years ago that I do almost with my eyes closed, and decided to turn it into my profit because it's my passion, isn't it?
Yeah, your passion is to turn into profit.
Exactly.
Permission to get profit granted.
That's true. So I'm happy and thank you so much for having me here this evening. I'm happy to share with your listeners your business line. And I know for you and I, as you said it, we connected from the first time that we met. We have a lot of things we've discussed about that we are yet to do, but they will come to pass in their own time. So I know it will come to pass. I don't know whether you want me to go directly, but as you've said, I have been working as a connector, and that's why my company is called Value Connect the last 5 years.
Okay.
And I've had over 20 years of corporate experience in various roles: communication, sales, key account management, chief operations officer. So I can connect you in whatever area that you want. Frida says she can't connect you in your career. I do connect people also to their career path. Not to do the career, but to their career paths. Okay. I do that.
She can help you become a COO. You are COO. You said you are. You can help.
Yes, I was COO at the Association of Kenya Manufacturers. So.
All right. I'm waiting for you to connect me there.
Yes, I will. I will. It's coming.
I know it's coming.
We just need to get specific on what.
Fantastic. So tonight, I'd like you to tell us, why are compelling connections important?
Frida, as you earlier articulated it, connections and connecting to people is all about getting ahead. You know, a lot of us today, we think that I need skills, I need knowledge, I need experience, I need talent in order to move ahead. But you know what, Frida? It's all about connecting. I repeat that.
That is so true. There's some
Yeah,
places
because
I've
our world
entered that
today is
connection.
about, we are so dependent on one another today,
Yes,
whether it's countries, companies, individuals. No one is an island. Yeah.
right.
So collaboration is key, and for you to collaborate, you must connect. And connecting, Frida, do you know what? It's all
So,
about influence. And you know what leads from influence? It's about leadership. You're talking to founders. Founders, we want to be leaders. For you to be a leader, you need to influence. For you to influence, you have to connect. So that is really the underlying reason why connecting is so important, as
I,
far as I see it.
I like that. So connecting helps you to spread your influence around. So I'm not just going to be working with all this influence for myself, but it goes
Mm-hmm.
out. And I like what you
Yes,
said, that despite all the credentials and competencies that we have, we need to connect with others and we'll move
correct.
faster, right? I
Correct.
agree
You
with
have all
that.
of them, but if you can't connect, they're useless.
Absolutely. So as you go around out there getting more initials behind your name, also
Mm-hmm.
connect with people, connect with more people that can connect with
Mm-hmm.
you when you call, when you dial the number, they can pick the phone and help you. And
Yeah.
the next question I have for you tonight, Mercy, is could you define for us a compelling connection? In your opinion, what is a compelling connection?
Good. Thank you, Frida. Compelling connections is basically about being able to influence and being able to influence people and make an impact in them in a positive way. Now, for me, connecting is about improvement. Might be I want to improve my life. I want to improve my business. It's about improving results. I might be wanting to improve my relationships. If it's a marriage scenario, you want to get better. You cannot get that right without connecting right. You own a business, you are the business owner. You have to connect to your people.
Yeah.
If you're a departmental head, you must be able to connect right.
To
You
your
must
people.
be able to connect to your customers. So bottom line, it's about being able to influence people in a positive way and to impact their lives. Why compelling? Compelling is really about having that passion, Frida. For me, compelling is like being passionate, being decisive, being intentional, and deciding this is something I want to do. Connecting does not happen by accident. You must be intentional about it. That is the only way it's going to happen. So that
I
would
like
be
that.
my Achola Value Connect definition of compelling connections.
I love it. First, she said there's some very key words that Matthew has used there. She says that you need to be deliberate and you need to be, she said, intentional. All right. She
Mm-hmm.
said you need to be
Mm-hmm.
intentional and you need to be decisive. Nobody wants
Yes,
to connect with somebody who doesn't know what they want. All right. So
true.
stop expecting people to define for you what you want. You are the
Yes.
best definer and articulator of what you want. Oftentimes, people come up and say, will you mentor me? And I ask them why. Out of all the
Mm-hmm.
40 million people in Kenya and X number billion in the world, why do you want me to
Yes.
mentor you? Then you get
Yes.
offended. So one thing you need to
Yes.
learn, if you're going to be a compelling connector, you need to put on a thick skin, because don't think the world
Yes.
is waiting out there for you to connect you. So you need to
Yes.
listen. You need to be very deliberate about,
Mm-hmm.
intentional about the connection you want to make and why, and what
Mm-hmm.
value are you going to add to that connection. Because another thing
True.
also, to be a compelling connector, Mercy has said some very important things. It's all about influence and impact. What influence
Yeah.
do you have? Yes, you
Yeah.
want to meet Nancy, you want to meet Mercy because she's the founder of Value Connect. And what influence and impact are you going to give Mercy as the founder of Value Connect? So don't always
Mm-hmm.
be so woye. You're always the one on the receiving end. That's not compelling. That is repelling. Nobody wants
True.
to nobody wants to connect with a woye person. And I don't
True.
care who you are or where you're
Yeah.
from, what your condition or current circumstances are, you have value, you have some
Yeah.
worth, you need to
Yes.
define it. Be self-aware, package that value. So when you're going to value connect, remember she's connecting value and value. All right. So
True.
you're not just
True.
going
True.
to receive value,
It's
you
so
too bring
true,
some
Frida,
value.
what you say. Because like you, when I was sometime last year in Dubai, I was connecting some business people to each other. And I had been privileged to attend the Kenya Trade Week. And I got some people calling me that picked my number, my email. And they said, Masi, could you connect me? Because it was about getting exporters to Dubai.
Okay.
And I said, okay, so what fields are you in? What do you want me to connect you in? And they said, oh, anything. I'm like, I don't connect anything. You have to be specific. And that's what Frida, you're saying. And you know what? I believe in something that for you to be able to connect even and have that compelling connection, Frida, as you're saying, it starts with you. And I said something starting with us. You know what, Frida? I call it the power of three. We have a physical, mental, and spiritual part of us. Those three parts, we were created to connect, you know? And if those parts of us are disconnected, we are not connected. So can you first connect yourself? Yeah? Be a whole person. And then step out to be able to connect with other people. You know, Frida?
I love it.
Yeah.
And there's something else there. Before I go to the next question, there's something else that Mercy said that I found very important. She said, we are all looking for some kind of improvement. It could be improvement in our business, in our relationships, in our marriage. So you can start there. Define what you want. I can't say that enough. You need to define what you want and stop expecting people to read your mind and articulate for you what you want. That is being lazy. That is not valuable. No matter who you are, you have education, experience, and exposure that you can package into value so that you can say, this is who I am, and this is who I'm looking for because, all right? So that is a compelling connection. And she said, so she said that. So the next question for you, Mercy, is you said that connecting is a skill, not a talent. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? If it's a skill, where do we learn it?
Yeah. You know, sometimes, I mean, like I said, people think knowledge, skills, and all that is important, but connecting does arise there. And sometimes, Frida, it's because either we don't think connecting is important, so we're not aware what it needs to do or what it takes to connect, or we just think it doesn't matter. We don't see the relevance of that. Some of us are privileged to be able to have that intuitive thing about connecting, and we do it naturally.
Yes.
Others don't. But the reason why I say it's a skill that needs to be learned and why it's important is because at the bottom line, Frida, whether we're dealing with relationships or business, companies, and we're founders and all this, is that we are dealing with people.
Yes.
And we believe that people will say, oh, we are logical, we think in this way and that way. But one thing we forget is that at the end of the day, as people, we are emotional people.
True.
It boils down to that. You might have your technical skills, and I'll give an example here, Frida. Yeah? You have somebody who is very good in their technical skills, and they're made to be the leader of their team. Yeah? And everybody assumes that because they have very good in their technical skills, they're going to naturally be able to lead this team. And then what happens?
They have a PhD. They're the member of which association of the world.
Yeah. But what ends up happening? Excuse me. What ends up happening is that, you know, connecting people is what you call the left and right hand side of the brain. Your technical skills, I think, are falling on the right, and connecting people is on the left. So if you haven't developed your left side of the brain, which is all about connecting to people, you'll not get far. This technical person is able to work in a certain way. At best, probably they'll do is give their team a manual. They say, you take this manual, do it. They'll not be able to influence the team that they're working with to deliver the results they want to. What do they end up doing? They think, if I work 20%, 30% harder, I'll get the results that I'm looking for.
No,
it doesn't work like that.
Nope.
You end up being overworked. If you are married, your marriage is breaking apart because you're never home. They never see you and all that, and you just get tired yourself. Whereas if this person was able to connect with their team right, do you know what all they need to do, Frida, is to get 10%. Just 10% from each and every person in their team.
Imagine.
Then they would be able to have so much more delivery out of it. But they need to understand, as much as you have a team, remember I talked about people having, wanting to improve their results.
Yes.
Frida, your results are not my results.
No.
You understand?
Absolutely.
As much as we're here talking together today we have a common purpose, which is to help founders advance in their business. That is why we have connected on this platform today.
Absolutely.
But tomorrow, your purpose or your result is not mine. So we will not be able to be driving in the same direction, because that's how it happens. So in the same thing for this person in this team, they have to figure out and bring people to understand your results, whatever they may be at this point in time. These are the results we're trying to achieve in this team, and then be able to influence them to even give 10%. They will go so much more further. You know, that lifting of the air, I like your picture on that.
Absolutely.
That's what's going to happen.
I agree.
That's what's going to happen. So
I
this person
agree with that,
cannot be able to have the connecting skills. If they don't have them, they can be able to learn them. Just like
that's what I really like. You can learn them. There's no skill of success that you are born with. You learn all of them. We all came into this world not speaking, and how we speak today is something we have learned. So you can learn to speak. We all came, were we walking? We were not walking, but we all walk. We learned how
and as we walked, Frida, we fell down. What did we do? Did that stop us?
Nope.
You pick up yourself again and you move on. And the other reason, Frida, also I would like to talk about that need of doing the compelling is because in this day and age we live in, Frida, everyone is communicating.
True.
We are all communicating, but guess what? John Maxwell says everyone communicates, but few of us can connect.
Oh, wow.
Very few. Very few of us can connect. So we need to differentiate. You might say, I communicate, but as you communicate, are you connecting?
Very important. You need to communicate and connect. All right?
Yes.
And before I let you go, Mercy, just a random thought that I can't leave before I ask you this question. I can't let you go before I ask you this question, and I hope I'm not throwing you in the deep end. I'm a Christian, you're a Christian. And sometimes I've had Christians say that God is going to help me all by himself. I don't need networks. What would you say to that? As Christians, we need to connect. Just for our Christian brothers listening out there, sometimes I just think Christians are way over on the other deep end. But please, just help us. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts, Frida, are very, very clear. Yeah. Okay. We were created to connect. Even God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. They said what? Let us create the world. Yeah, in Genesis, isn't it? It talks about let us.
Yes,
let
us. I like
and
that.
like I said, we are also created. It starts, we have a 3-part in us.
Yes.
But when we move out of us, what did God next do after creating all the animals? They were paired up and everything. He created for Adam a helper.
That's
right. Isn't it?
Yes.
And he was very clear, man shall leave his mother and father, and together they shall be united. If you go on into the business level, you can talk about Daniel. Yeah, for me, Daniel is the epitome, for me, an example of somebody who went out to Daniel.
Yes.
I operate in an international environment, Frida. So he's one role, you know, and still even being in the palace, he had himself and he had Abednego, Shadrach and Meshach and all the others you had. As he was elevated, he did not rise alone. Yeah. No. When he was saying, please let us not eat the things of the king's table.
Us not eat. He didn't keep
it was always let us.
Yeah.
Jesus came into the ministry. Let me end up, who is, the founder and the reason why I believe in what I believe and my passion to even help other people. When he set out in his ministry, what did he do? He got 12 disciples.
There we go.
To walk, and then he commissioned them as a group. Not remember James and John, their brother, when they were saying, they were trying to isolate themselves. And he told them that is what we need to decide. We were commissioned as a whole. And for me, Frida, that is really the key focus of making me know that I need to partner with Frida and others in this space.
Fantastic.
As believers, We need to be the light of the world and salt of this world, and we cannot do it in isolation.
I
If
love
anything,
it.
we go looking for non-believers to work with, and then we find the values and the beliefs we hold are not aligned. Why are we surprised? Let's look out for each other as believers
Let's
and
look out
walk
for each
together.
other. Let's
Yeah.
look out for each other. Mercy, thank you so much. It's been a real privilege having you here. And I just want you, as you know, as I end your session, to tell us if somebody's looking for you, Value Connect, where can they find you?
Thank you, Frida. As I said, one of the things, even before I tell them where to find us, Frida, I'll say is that as I have articulated, that connecting is a skill that can be learned. It's actually one of the things that we are helping people to work with and be able to get themselves to connect right. I call it connecting right. So if you're finding yourself in that kind of a space and you want to learn how you can connect better, first starting with yourself before you can even impact and influence those around you, that is something we do. So where can you find us? Here in Nairobi, you can find us on the 8th floor of Pine Tree Plaza. That is on Kaburu Drive off Ngong Road at Nairobi Garage offices.
Okay.
You can find us there.
Okay.
You can also reach us on email at info@valueconnectonline.com. Or you can also be able to reach us on phone. And Frida, allow me, I don't have this phone number in my head, so I have to check it out.
And don't worry, we're going to put it in the comment section so that they can find it. All this information will be in the comment section for you so that you will be able to find Mercy a way easier. And Mercy, thank you so much for joining me. This has been Compelling Connections with Masila Achola, founder and executive director of Value Connect. Thank you so much. And I wish you
And the phone number, Frida, let me just give it before you go off.
Go ahead.
The phone number is 0799
0799
748 069.
069. And we're going to have it in the comment section for you. You can reach Mercy at Nairobi Garage, 8th floor, Pine Tree Plaza, off of Ngong Road, or you can find her on her website, www.valueconnect.com.
valueconnectonline.com.
valueconnectonline.com. Mercy, thank you so much, and I wish you a very good day, good night, wherever it is in the world you are.
Thank you so much, Frida, and I'm really grateful that you could have me on tonight.
Thank you so much. And if you're viewing us this evening, we are going to continue. As I wind up, I'll just share with you briefly what is happening this October at Passion Profit. Already I've told you that every Thursday, every time this month where you see me, I'm going to be talking about two things: compelling connection and how to stand out. And I'm going to have different speakers this month, and Mercy is one of them. Next week we're going to have Fadili, not Fadili Williams. How can I say that? Wilkins Fadili, and he's the man behind brands, and he's going to be talking to us about how to connect on LinkedIn. And this month also we have $10,000 in 10 weeks, or 1 million shillings in 10 weeks with me, business breakthrough, and that is your $10,000 in 10 weeks, your breakthrough experience with me, and it will help you to activate your business breakthrough strategy. And that is your strategy to make your business 1 million shillings, to make your business generate 1 million shillings or more. And I'll help you to create compelling and irresistible products so that you don't have people who keep coming to you and wanting discounts from you. If people always come to you and they want your service for free, or they want a discount, or they want bei ya jioni or bei ya asubuhi, this program is for you. I will help you become a client magnet so that your business can generate 1 million or more in 10 weeks. And if you don't get the strategies and insights you need to do that in 10 weeks, I'm going to be giving you back your money. Absolutely. I'm tired of business owners aiming too low. Enough business owners have come to me and told me their 12-month projection is 300,000, 200,000. That is a salary. And I say these kinds of people, they mean well, they're good people, but they're business owners trapped in the mind of an employee. Because when you're going out to look for a job, you look for a job that can pay you 100,000, a job that can pay you 120,000. But if you're going to run a business, you need to make millions of shillings, because you're going to pay yourself a salary and pay others and impact your community and do the things that you love and care about with your family. Yes, that is what I talk about. And in this workshop, it's going to start with a one-day workshop on Thursday. You'll have a one-day strategy workshop on a business breakthrough of your choice. I'm going to be focusing on how to make your business a million shillings business. And you leave with a one-page breakthrough strategy. And after that, every Tuesday, I'll meet with you for 90 minutes working on your business model, your products, your services, to ensure that you can generate a million or more in your business, or you need to go back and find a job. Okay, I'm playing, there are no jobs. All right, and then there's gonna be 10 masterminding sessions. It's a small group of 10. My morning class is full from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The evening class, I'm taking up, people are signing up for the evening class now, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. And after that, and on top of that, you will get Money Making Dynamics, a 5-part series that I did last month. And you'll also have 6 months access to Founders Network. And that is a total value of 72,000, because if you're a member of Founders Network, you pay 12,000 a month for business mentoring and coaching with me. So if you want a business that can make you a million or more, if you want to make your business generate you a million or more, you need to call me. And the number is right there on your screen. Please do not send me an SMS or a WhatsApp. Put some bundles on and call me and ask me, and I'll answer you. All right? What else is happening at Passion Profit? Of course, you know, we have the Founders Network. Founders Network, we do 3 things. We provide business growth mentorship, we provide networking, and we provide access to capital so that you can grow the business that you want. And we are not about investors. We are first about making sure that you can create the money you want before you go and collect the investor's money. All right? Because the investor wants a business that is making money. The investor wants to see a cash positive business. So this business of running around looking for investors before you have invested in your business is wasting your time. All right? So join the Founders Network and get access to business growth mentorship, business consultants, a private founders community, Founders Academy with tons of content to help you build a thriving business. That's the new portal that I'm going to launch at the beginning of November. It's going to be called Founders Profit Academy, because I want founders to profit. I told God I cannot have a company called Passion Profit and people leave my programs with folders and pictures and no idea how to make money. That is coming to an end this month. And one other program that I have that you can get online, this is a 5-part series, Money Making Dynamics, which I did last month. And it was amazing. I got great feedback, but you don't have to hear from me. Go and get it yourself. It's a 5-part series. If you say you don't want all the 5 parts, you can get each part at 1,200 shillings only from our website. You pay, download, and off you go and listen to it. All right? So you can find it at passiontoprofit.co. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This has been Founders Conversations with Frida Owinga. My guest tonight has been Achola Masila from Value Connect. And I'm going to put her contacts in the comment section so you can reach out to her if you need to make compelling connections, which I believe you do. Thank you so much and have a profitable evening, a profitable month. And remember, this month you're standing out. There's no time for blending in. God bless you and bye-bye.